age reversal clinics, legal or scams. Welcome back to School of Soul. I'm Adeline Atlas, 11 times published author, and this is the Science of Age Reversal series. We've reached the part of the story where the science goes mainstream, but not necessarily safe. Because whenever there's a promise of youth, health, or immortality, there will also be someone selling it. And in today's global economy, there's a booming business in age reversal clinics. Some real, some fake, some operating right at the edge of legality. So today we're asking a grounded question in a very ungrounded industry. Are age reversal clinics actually healing people? Or are they billion-dollar scams? Let's start with the obvious. There is no standardized definition for age reversal. It's not an officially recognized medical term. It's a marketing term, open to interpretation, which means anyone can build a clinic, slap that label on the door, and promise rejuvenation. And many do. From stem cell spa retreats in Tulum, to blood plasma clinics in Dubai, to ozone therapy bunkers in the mountains of Switzerland, there's a whole global network of private facilities promising the reset button on aging. Some cost $5,000, some cost $500,000. What they all have in common is this: they operate in the gray zone between medicine and mythology. Let's walk through what actually happens inside many of these clinics. Most of them offer a mix of therapies that sound impressive: stem cell infusions, IV NAD plus strips, exosome injections, peptide cocktails, ozone blood oxygenation, cryotherapy, hyperbaric oxygen chambers, light therapy, and epigenetic diagnostics. It's a menu of buzzwords, and often, no two clinics offer the same mix. Why? Because there's no regulatory oversight, no required curriculum, no governing body watching. That doesn't mean all of it's fake. In fact, some of these tools do have legitimate research behind them. NAD plus supplementation has been shown to boost mitochondrial repair. Hyperbaric oxygen therapy can stimulate stem cell production. And exosomes, tiny vesicles released by stem cells, are at the forefront of regenerative medicine. But the problem isn't just the tools, it's the context. These treatments are often administered without proper dosing protocols, without long-term tracking, and without clinical validation. You're paying 5 figures for a therapy that might help, or might disrupt your biology in unpredictable ways. And because these clinics are often offshore, in countries with loose medical enforcement, there's zero accountability if something goes wrong. Let's talk about the stem cell hustle. Stem cells are powerful. They have the ability to differentiate into any cell type and can stimulate tissue regeneration. But in the wrong hands, they're risky. Some clinics harvest fat-derived or umbilical stem cells and inject them into patients for everything from arthritis to Parkinson's to wrinkles. The science may not support these uses, and when improperly handled, stem cells can lead to infection, tumor growth, or immune reaction. In 2019, the FDA issued a warning about unregulated stem cell clinics after several patients in the U.S. went blind following unproven retinal injections. Others reported severe complications from spinal injections meant to cure chronic pain. The problem is that demand outpaces ethics. People are desperate to feel young, to avoid disease, to regain control of a body that feels like it's slipping. And in that desperation, they'll believe anything, especially if the clinic has marble floors, ocean views, and a marketing team trained in seduction. But the dangers go beyond physical. There's the psychological scam of false hope, the emotional high of believing you're reversing time, only to crash when the results fade. The guilt when you spend your savings and still feel tired. The confusion when biomarkers improve, but your spirit doesn't. Because many of these clinics sell results you can't measure. Feel younger. Think clearer. Restore your spark. What does that mean? What metric tracks a spark? Let me tell you the story of one patient who spent $50,000 at a so-called rejuvenation retreat in the UAE. She underwent 10 days of treatments: IV drips, hormone balancing, detox cleanses, cryotherapy, and stem cell nasal sprays. She was told her biological age had dropped by 7 years. But when she returned home, chronic fatigue returned. Her inflammation spiked. She developed new autoimmune symptoms. And when she contacted the clinic? Silence. Because these places often have no follow-up, no real science team, and no refund policy. The result? Victims of biohype. People who believed in a future that doesn't exist yet. So how do you know what's real? Here's what to watch for. Clinics that publish peer-reviewed research, use FDA or EMA-approved therapies, partner with legitimate universities, and offer long-term data tracking with full transparency. You want oversight. You want method. You want science, not seduction. And here's the deeper truth. You can't outsource transformation. You can't pay your way out of aging if your daily habits still generate decay. If you smoke, stress, scroll endlessly, and eat toxins, no stem cell drip will override your system. It may buy time, but it can't replace ownership. Real age reversal begins with behavior, movement, nutrition, light, breath, purpose. Longevity clinics should support those foundations, not distract you from them. And spiritually, ask yourself, are you running toward vitality or running away from death? Because if you're chasing eternal youth from fear, no therapy will be enough. You'll keep buying treatments, hoping for something only you can give yourself, inner peace. So, are all age reversal clinics scams? No, but many are. And even the honest ones are only as powerful as the participants' alignment. If your soul isn't on board, your cells will resist. The takeaway? Stay awake. Do your research. Track your own data. Ask hard questions. And remember, longevity isn't about escaping death. It's about living deeply while you're here, because the most powerful clinic might already be inside you. Hi, I am Adeline Atlas, 11 times published author, and SOS, School of Soul has a brand new series, the AI and Future Technology series. Look, you know the world is changing, and no, it's not going back to normal. Normal is over, and what's coming next is beyond anything we were prepared for. The School of Soul, AI and Future Technology series includes 319 videos on 1. The Download Society, How Data Has Replaced Destiny. 2. Predictive Future. Your next moves aren't random, they're forecasted. 3. Social Credit Systems. The behavioral economy now governs access. 4. Hive Mind. Synthetic telepathy and collective algorithmic control. 5. Nanobots inside you. Medical, military, and programmable intrusions. 6. Grief Tech. AI-fueled digital resurrection and simulated comfort. 7. Uploading your mind, consciousness transfer, and data-based identity. 8. Deep fakes plus AI clones. The replication of reality and identity theft. 9. Quantum humans. The merger of biology with quantum systems. 10. Digital afterlife, where your data goes when you die. 11. Resurrection science, reviving life through synthetic methods. 12. Immortal science, the end of death as we know it. 13. Longevity science, gene editing, anti-aging, and bio-upgrades. 14. Designer babies, engineered perfection before birth. 15. Artificial wombs, birth decoupled from the female body. 16. 3D printing, printing organs, limbs, and even humans. 17. The humanoid era, the rise of synthetic beings among us. 18. Legacy humans, the slow phase-out of unmodified analog people. 19. Smart cities, algorithmic environments that watch and decide. 20. Cloud-based societies, citizenship without borders or bodies. 21. Hackable humans, emotion, memory, and behavior under code. 22. Biometric scanning, your body is your password and your prison. 23. Sex tech, intimacy reprogrammed by machines. 24. Extinction of gender, fluidity, deletion, and design of identity. Every topic is fully explored with real-world technologies, patents, case studies, ethical analysis, and future forecasts. These aren't someday discussions. This is already happening. Join the SOS School of Soul Vault to overstand the future before it's implemented on you.